Good morning. On behalf of the Interdisciplinary Center for the Study of Human Performance, CIPER, just a brief word to the invited speakers, the chairs, and the whole audience. CIPER has been promoting multidisciplinary research synergies by applying some, I would say, multidimensional bio and psychological models, looking at the identification and understanding of human behavior and performance determinants and their organization in different contexts, taking, I would say, taking into account the lifespan and also the human diversity. This symposium is the first one organized by one of the four groups of CIPER, the Self-Regulation Research Group. The other four groups, BioLab, Neuromechanics, and the Healthy Weight, will organize this year 3 other international symposia. These educational initiatives are held under the celebrations of the 75 years from the Faculty of Human Kinetics. Next year, with this model, or any other model, we intend to provide new opportunities for advanced training and research dissemination. The self-regulation group, research group under Professor Pedro Teixeira leadership focus on regulatory process in behavioral nutrition, physical activity, and development of personalized behavioral health interventions centered on human motivation and engagement. This symposium is a well-designed program including distinguished senior scientists and young researchers. Influencing healthy, active lifestyles is an important topic. With an approach, then more than ever, it seems that the individual voice really matters. Recognizing that the individual in need for healthy lifestyle interventions should be an active participant in any preventive strategy or plan of care. The Healthy Lifestyle team is central to the success of any accountable care organization. A group of healthcare providers who agree to share responsibility for the quality, cost, and coordination of care for defined population of individuals. In the non-communicable disease era, if the goal of this kind of organization is to provide high-quality preventive and care, with yet reduce expenditures, it could not hope for a better partner than the Healthy Lifestyle team. We are on the verge, I would say, of a new paradigm shift of a healthcare model, one that is focused on accountability, quality of care, decreased costs, and ideally the prevention of NCDs. For this endeavor to succeed, healthy lifestyles intervention must be fully integrated in prevention strategies and the healthcare system. The self-regulation group has developed a robust knowledge base and developed meaningful partnerships with researchers, thought leaders, policy makers, and local and state organizations and international research bodies. Professor Pedro Teixeira and his group have accomplished several major achievements during the last years. I would highlight an explicit plan of mentorship for career development and tangible research to support young researchers. I would say, several influential papers were published documenting the role of autonomous motivation, motivation quality, body image, physical activity, and eating self-regulation, all of which have important implications for behavioral weight management interventions. A special reference, I would say a special reference to the international collaboration within the scope of research projects with competitive funding from the European Union, such as the Spotlight, a sustainable prevention of obesity through integrated strategies, the Eurofit, social innovation to improve physical activity and sedentary behavior through elite European football clubs, a nice project. The know-how looking at evidence-based ICTs, tools for weight loss maintenance, and also the Portuguese National Weight Control Register, the role of physical activity in weight loss and weight loss maintenance, whose major preliminary conclusions were yesterday comprehensively highlighted by the Portuguese media. A reference also to the always important outreach programs, such as the Healthy Life Rituals and Peso Comunitário, let's say in Portuguese. A final word, a deserved word, acknowledging the work of the self-regulation group. The leadership from Professor Pedro Teixeira is a good example how to approach science, how to carry out relevant research, and also how to deal with knowledge dissemination. I would say that you, Pedro, you are a good model to our faculty and to the young investigators that are studying in our university and also here in Portugal. On behalf of CIPER, and why not also on behalf of the Faculty of Human Movement, where you start your graduate course here several years ago, and also on behalf of the University of Lisbon, I want to thank you by the whole contribution that you have been doing during the last years to advance education, mentorship, and science. Finally, I wish you all a very pleasant symposium and that the discussions are really worth for your stay during this symposium, the first one that is organized by CIPER. Thank you.
Good morning. Well, first, thanks for the very kind and exaggerated words. We've been friends for a long time, and I think there's you can tell that by the emphasis put on our contributions. Still, I am truly delighted that we are here today, that all of you are here today to discuss the science of behavior change and health behavior change. This is a school of sports, and behavior change is a little bit like football, in the sense that almost everyone knows a little bit about it. Perhaps not many people know a lot about it. And I would actually say that probably no one knows a lot about behavior change and behavior regulation. And that's precisely the reason why we are here, to emphasize the research that's being conducted and perhaps highlight what's ahead in terms of finding out more about this complex, multifaceted phenomena of behavior change, in particular in the area of health. in which much research is being conducted today. I think we have a good lineup for today's thinking and discussion and exchange of ideas. I am particularly delighted and encouraged and happy to have colleagues from other universities that have traveled here on purpose just to be with us this morning. So I would like to give a special thanks to Professors Mickey and West, Professor Markland, Professor Mata, who came on purpose to be in this seminar today. I think we are in the presence of some of the elite players, to continue the sport metaphor, to discuss health behavior change. Some very good examples that you'll hear of organizing and threading the way in terms of this somewhat new science of testing how people change behavior, why they do it, and how they can sustain it. And you'll hear some about that later today. Also, thank you the rest of the panel that will be speaking today. Colleagues from the University of Coimbra, Claudia Ferreira, I don't want to miss your name, Claudia Ferreira and Cristiana Duarte as well. We have, unfortunately, a colleague from ISCTE, João Carvalho, who got sick this weekend and cannot join us. Special word to Maria Luisa Lima, Professor Lima from ISCTE as well, who's going to be chairing a session today. Also Maria João Gouveia, who comes from ISPA, and Maria João Alvarez, who comes from the University of Lisbon, the Faculty of Psychology in the University of Lisbon. And we made a good effort to try to include experts and colleagues from around the country, besides our foreign guests, to have a broader perspective of the research that is currently being conducted in this area. Of course, also the local speakers, Antonio Palmeira and Marta Marques, who will be speaking today here on behalf of our research group. And I hope I didn't miss anyone. Did I miss somebody? Oh, and Eliana Carras, of course, who has a special presence today. Not only she's been a little sick, but also she has a special guest as well, who she may or may not want to introduce to the rest of you. I'll leave that to her. Anyway, I think the players are set. The good thing about the game we're going to have today is that no one will lose, everybody will win, because what we hope for today's seminar is really to reflect and discuss and further the science of health behavior change, and also guide future practice, future intervention work that I know many of you are involved with currently. We have a very broad audience today, from students, from undergraduates to graduate students, postdocs, a lot of health professionals, and also a good share of researchers that in this school and in other schools are partially or to a large extent carrying research in this field. So I think everything is in place, and I'm really happy that we could gather so many people to discuss a topic that is dear to us, and as we've just heard, I think it's important for society in general. So without further ado, one more word, I'm sorry. To acknowledge those that put this seminar together, I may forget later. All of the people that you see on this picture that belong to the self-regulation group that you've heard before, have in some way or another contributed to this seminar, and I'm thankful to their contribution. In many respects, they contribute to the thinking that will be discussed today by the members of the group. A special word is due, though, to the two Martas. Marta Antunes, who's helped put this seminar together in all the logistics of it, and Marta Marques, who helped put this together from a scientific perspective, contacting potential speakers and organizing the program that you have on your hands. So a special word of thank you to both Marta and Marta, but also to the rest of the group that is either speaking today or has helped plan the seminar and also revise and submit ideas to the presentations that you will see. So without further ado now, I will welcome Professor Lima and the guests from this morning's session, and the floor will be theirs, and then we'll take it from then on. I think all of you should be relaxed in terms of logistics. There'll be a coffee break, then there'll be a lunch. It's going to be served outside from a little bag, so you don't have to worry about going anywhere. Hopefully there'll be a little bit of sun, so you can just sit outside and enjoy lunch, and then we'll come back for this afternoon's session.